Checks it. Yeah, I heard of this word too, checks it. I think it's just a word that popped up in the last week. So, like Brexit. You know what's Brexit? Britain exit. So the Britishers, they made a referendum and they chose to exit from the European Union. They had a contract with the European Union of trade contract and immigration contract and many other contracts. But then the Britishers now want to exit that contract. It's called Brexit. So why Chexit? Chexit is in the reverse order. Reverse order means many countries are feeling suffocated, stifled because they owe a lot of money to China and China is holding their economy because China is invested in those countries. So now there's a group of people who want to Chexit, means China exit, exit from Chinese grip over those other sovereign states. So why did this pop up? So the provocation was as follows, that there is a COVID vaccine and they claim that this vaccine from China contains some particle of a pig, pork. Now that is not allowed in many Islamic countries. So, but then China is just perhaps a speculation. I do not know, but then there is a speculation that some vaccine of COVID from China has used the products, the particles from pig or pork, and therefore now there is a community of people who says we want to reject it. And same thing from the Western countries, maybe even United States, I do not know, that some people are claiming there is a gene from the blood of a cow. Now that is holy in other places. So a lot of people want to reject the vaccine. So from the Western countries, that claim is perhaps there's a particle from the cow, from the blood of the cow. Maybe a protein from the blood of the cow, maybe a gene, I do not know. But the point is, there are people who are unhappy about this speculation and they want to reject and to protest. The point I'm making is about convincing people in dogma. So when you're in dogma, how to convince them? Now, if you're in a dogma, if you do, it's just very lot of clutter in your brain. You need to do a lot of pranayama, meditations, breathing techniques, meditations and civilization of India that gives you some clarity over clutter so that your brain will do research, will incisively investigative research into such kind of speculation to verify whether it is true, whether Chinese, the vaccines that originated in China, really does it have any particle of pork and pig at all, or is it a speculation? And same thing with does the vaccine from the Western countries, does it contain any component of a cow? Then it is, we need to investigate further. For that you need an incisive brain before you make inferences, before we make derivations and conclude things. Because we got to see things in context. Here the main thing is about the context is about safety of humanity from coronavirus. And that is a premium. And next is the dogmas. So how to convince? So we need to make the brains, our own brain, flexible and supple and accepting to do learning. And then you come to your own conclusions. But we need to learn whether really, we need to research whether really these vaccines does contain such kind of particles from whether pig or cow, whatever. Today, 30th of December, in Russian TV, there was a scroll. One monk has given suggestion or opinion that his followers commit suicide. Now, that is bizarre. How can some monk be so prophetic or predictive that you should commit suicide because perhaps there is a catastrophe ahead of you for humanity? Now, such kind of dogma, such kind of polarizing or radicalization needs investigation, and we need to rescue people out of such kind of radicalization or severe polarization or dogmas. Otherwise, this prophetic and predictive guidelines may become operational, and that's a catastrophe because this humanity is a little outside our understanding, maybe outside the psychology. For that, one has to subscribe to do breathing techniques and do meditations as in Indian civilization, So our research quality of our brain becomes very incisive, intuitive, and therefore we can research and come to your own inferences, which may be closer to accuracy. So my point is, learn to be convinced, or how to convince these people who could be in danger of uh, either their own conclusions of by dogma, or even some monks doing prophetic and predictive suggestions of catastrophe. So do your meditations, subscribe to the Indian Civilization meditations and breathing techniques. Get out of dogmas.